Okay, something a little different today. Got the Eachine VR-007, obviously special agent goggles here. Just turned up. I've been looking at them for a while and reading a few reviews and everything, but I thought I'd give them a go. They're really cheap. I can't actually remember what I actually paid for them because the price seems to fluctuate a little bit. I got them from Banggood, and I'll put a link down in the description area. Box is it's well packed. It's just that sort of plastic coated cardboard again, and sort of minimal graphics really. That's about all you need. So let's get it open and see what it's like inside. The box has taken the usual damage and knocks, but as long as the product's okay, I think from China we all seem to get them like this. So we've got the actual goggles themselves there. We've got an instruction book and the batteries. So I'll just get these unpacked and let's have a good look at them. Okay, so this is all unpacked now. Got the actual goggles themselves, and I'll run through the buttons and everything when I've actually got it powered up and I can actually show you what it's doing. But basically got 3 buttons on here, 1 button on the top, and obviously going to be a little LED in there, I imagine. There's a little hole there. You've got the power lead coming out, and that goes to these batteries. So I've not come across these ones before. These look just like we call them PP3s in the UK, 9-volt batteries. But obviously these are different because they're actually an 800 milliamp hour. They're 7.4, so they're a 2-cell. I actually call them a smart battery with USB charging. And then I had a good look around. There is a little USB charging port at the back. And the other thing it's got is some little LEDs at the side. And you get the USB charger with a micro USB, which basically charges these up. So that's good. And you get 2 of them as well, which I was impressed with. The other thing you get is a little stick antenna, so that obviously goes onto the top there, but obviously you could change that for a clover leaf or whatever your preference is. And then we've got the actual manual itself. It's pretty, it's flimsy paper, and when you get into it, there isn't an awful lot of area and not a lot of text. Basically it just runs through what you get really, and there is some instructions just a little bit further on, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't look like rocket science. And got the channels there, what you get in your pack, and then 4 pages of blank. They could have cut that down a lot smaller and made it easier to handle, but it's nice and clear, and I'll let you go through and pause this, and some of the Chinese translations into English are quite amusing. But there we go. Okay, the first thing I need to do is get the little protective film out and just flick the edge of it there just to get it out. And hopefully you should have a lovely clean Fresnel screen there, and I would say that looks pretty good. Okay, we simply attach the antenna that they provided, and then the battery actually goes into the webbing here that goes around your head. It's just got a little gap in it there, and it goes in there. Whoops, I'm going to turn that around that way, and then simply power up like that. With the power on, as you can see from the little green LED, you simply press this button here, and then it starts scanning through the frequencies. And I haven't had this miss once on my, I've tried it on a couple of different ones, and it picks up the frequency really well, locks in very quick as well. Okay, they've put the buttons conveniently on the right hand side, only if you're right-handed obviously. To access the menus, you simply press the middle button, and then if you want to go up or plus, basically you press this one at a time. Gives you, obviously it moves it 1 increment at a time. If you hold it down, it just goes faster. And then if you want to minus, exactly the same. Just press it once and you get single movements. If not, you get a rapid movement. And then to advance the menu, just keep going through to the ones you want to get to. And then if you don't touch anything for 4 seconds, the display goes off. Okay, with all these things, they're absolutely no good if they don't fit and don't work. So I've got the screen all on, don't know if you'll be able to pick that up. And I wear glasses all the time, and mine are varifocal, so I don't think I'm going to get on particularly well with this on a couple of counts. One, I would imagine there's going to be light leak, and well, that's the first thing it's proved wrong. There is no light leak whatsoever. That's really good. I've got quite thin bits on the side of the glasses, arms on the glasses, but that's good. The only thing I would say is it looks quite fuzzy to me, but then I think I'm looking through the wrong bit of the variofocal, so can't really alter that, I'm afraid. And I can't blame the Eachine goggles for that. And then let's just try it without the goggles on, without the glasses on, sorry. And again, absolutely no light leak whatsoever. And I can see out into my garden nice and clearly with these. This is good. No sharper, but then again, my eyes are, that would be a problem. I will play around with some other glasses and see whether I just get some close-up ones, but actually that works really well. And yeah, I must admit, you don't feel silly with them on at all. You could walk around like this for ages. Okay, my summary of the Eachine VR-007 goggles. It still sounds very good, doesn't it, 007? Let me run through what I've found out owning them for a little while. They're really comfortable. I must admit, I'm surprised how comfortable they are, and I haven't actually done any alterations, so I just haven't needed to. They actually seem really fine. I haven't had any light leak, which I'm very surprised at, and for the price I really don't see what's wrong with them. They work. The buttons and everything are a little bit sort of, you can feel there's stuff moving in the background behind, but I assume if ever you had a problem, there's just these 4 screws here and a couple of screws inside, and take them apart. I would imagine the buttons might move. Mine haven't. I'm just saying, you know, using it and having paid money for it, you want it to be as good as you can get, sort of thing. The connections work really well on the battery. Downside with these batteries is, I don't suppose you'll be able to see that on the camera, but when there's about 2 cells up, or sort of 1 and a bit cell, the battery goes dead. I mean, it's just, your screen just goes off, which would be a nightmare if you were flying quite a way. So I don't know if there's any way of rigging up a backup. It doesn't affect me again, because I only tend to fly around the garden and around the woods around me, because I know there's nobody around, and I'm just safer that way, I think. So it really wouldn't worry me. But keep the battery charged up. When you put it on charge, using the USB as well, when you do that, it can stay on charge as long as you like, and the LEDs just eventually go up to the 4, and that's it. They just keep glowing. They don't glow red, or they don't go off or anything to tell you it's finished charge. So I don't really know how you would measure it. I suppose I could put a meter across it, but these are just points, you know, just take from it what you will. But they do work, and I'm amazed you get 2 of them. Obviously 2's handy. You can just swap over when your battery's getting a little bit low and you get a little bit concerned about it. I had problems with the focus on here, but my eyes aren't particularly great. I have an astigmatism, so it's difficult to usually correct for anything like this close-up work and everything without going and getting some expensive glasses. But what I did go and do, in the UK we have a shop called the Pound Shop, and we love annoying the staff in the Pound Shop and saying, how much is this? And they say, £1. But anyway, that's all just a bit of fun. But basically I bought a pair of reading glasses, and they're quite small, quite low, small profile. And obviously they fit in no problem at all. Didn't get any light leak with these, and nice and sharp inside, obviously without my ordinary glasses on, and it works really well. I don't know how sharp the screen would be if you didn't wear glasses and you could focus it in. It's probably a bit better than what I can get with a pound of glasses, but I could then fly a lot better, and the experience of flying with these is absolutely brilliant. I really like it. The only thing I've got to learn is don't go backwards. With the quad, a couple of times I came up to an obstacle, instead of going round and carrying on, I do what I usually do, slow down or just go backwards. When you go backwards you hit the tree that's behind you that you've already avoided, so I learned some big things there. That's it really. I think they're really good. They're not HD quality. I wouldn't expect them to be. I don't know how they compare up to a £300 pair of Fat Sharks, but I don't own a pair of £300 Fat Sharks. If not, I probably wouldn't have bought these. But as a budget way in, they work well with the kit. They connect up every time. Once you've connected once, when you plug them back in, they're instantly back on. You don't have to keep pressing to retune. They obviously hold the channel on there, and yeah, no, I find them really good. I'm really enjoying them, and I should put up some videos from stuff that I've flown around on the FPV when I put the camera back up on top of the Racer or one of my other FPV quads. But yeah, I like them. Please leave your comments and feedback.